I want to join my extraordinarily dedicated and distinguished colleague from Washington State in expressing my regret that this bill will not be on our agenda today. And I want to thank her for championing a cause that matters so vitally to our military men and women, which is the cause of fairness to our veterans and putting our veterans above politics. The bill that she has advocated steadfastly and so eloquently provides services to wounded women warriors who want to have children and cannot do so because of those wounds of war. It makes available to them modern medicine, just as we're trying to do in other areas where the signature wounds of war inflict such damage on our wounded warriors. They deserve that right to treatment that enables them to have families, enables them to overcome those wounds of war that interfere with their ability to have children. And that's important not only to them, but to their families, to their husbands. Many of their husbands are themselves veterans. This issue has ramifications way beyond the individuals involved. It is a matter of putting our veterans above politics, which traditionally has been our practice on the Veterans Affairs Committee. I'm very proud to serve as the ranking member of that committee, to have worked with Senator Murray and her tireless efforts on this bill. Going back years, she's been rightly recognized for those efforts. And today, I very much regret that the tradition of our committee, putting veterans above politics, has succumbed to this threat, that the bill offered by Senator Murray will become mired down in issues that have nothing to do with providing IVF services to our wounded women warriors. The amendments that have been offered are completely irrelevant and extraneous to the objectives of the bill. Make no mistake, they have nothing to do with protecting women. They have nothing to do with enabling our women veterans to have children and overcome those wounds of war. They are completely irrelevant, indeed contrary to the objectives of that bill. And yet they will now cause this bill to be removed from the agenda. I just want to say to my colleague and fellow member of that committee that I am absolutely determined to find a path forward for this bill. It will be a priority of mine personally. I know it is a priority of the senator from Washington, and I will join her in assuring that our colleagues know that we are determined to move forward, to find a path to pass this measure, and to make sure that our women veterans are recognized for the heroes that they are. These amendments are a disservice to them. Very simply, they are disrespectful to the women who have sacrificed so much, who have suffered the same wounds as our men, who receive less respect by virtue of this bill being withdrawn. I am hopeful that we will work with Senator Isaacson, the chairman of the committee, to find that path forward. He has been very bipartisan in his approach, and I thank him for his efforts in that respect. And I will redouble my efforts to make sure that we keep faith with our women veterans, enabling them to overcome those injuries that prevent them from having children and giving us the benefit of their being such great parents and giving our nation great children, which is our obligation on this committee, in this body, and in this country. Thank you, Mr. President. I yield the floor.